Emo getting the kill on Alvaro. Elyoya just going to be annoyed to death by Elio, and GAM should be able to win the game right here.
You can never discount the VCS. They always come in punching well above their weight class, and now as they start to look...
Still clear out the wave. Everybody else will take their victory march down mid lane. This game was dead even for 30 minutes. These teams traded blow for blow, but we are not gonna see the VCS go quietly into the night. We are not gonna see a 2-0 series. We're going to game number 3.
It's all going to come down to that final game here between GAM and MDK. The pressure really on for both teams. And the best players in the world step up in those moments. And how about this game from Levi? 9-2-13. He was smurfing. We're going to a break, and we'll be right back with game number 3.
Never slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
It is difficult to operate, so GAM really need to come out the gate swinging.
And it's like, who are you diving on, right, for
They
GAM?
are available from here.
Alvaro trying to make his way down to the tier 1 turret. Level 2, he's got the dredge line to make his way. They're a little bit faster. He is 1v4. He flashes forward to try to lock up Elio for the last turret shot, but it ain't gonna work. Levi's gonna take an extra little bit of damage here too. Mirwin arrives, but it's not worth a whole lot. He's still pretty low. He tries to jump back over. They tank the turret beautifully with Kiaya. GAM has 3 men at death's door, but it's MDK who lose 2. You're shadowing that. Got to make sure you're keeping the guy protected. Alvaro.
Oh, he missed.
Oh, he missed the dredge line onto the terrain. Alvaro does not have flash either. He already used it in the bottom lane. Dive.
That's what is going on. We started off this series so incredibly well for MDK, but it's gone from disaster to disaster this entire game long.
Yeah, I mean, that is rough.
Anyway, now Paranoia's popped off, and it looks like Alvaro could be in some trouble. The fear tether procs. They're trying to save him with the glacial prison, but it won't matter. Kiaya gets the kill on Alvaro, and now with a 5v4 and Rift Herald alive, it's control over the top side of the map for GAM.
There's the pick, though.
Kiaya going between worlds. Supa gets caught for a second. The weirding still hits him. A little bit more damage is all it takes, and Kiaya gets the kill. Nearly dies, but close ain't good enough. Easy Love getting away from Mirwin in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, the 2v2, 3v2 back in the mid lane. Frescowi trying to reset his position. The Fate Seal ain't gonna work. He goes unstoppable, but does he have the damage? No, he doesn't. It's more kills for GAM. It's more tragedy for MDK. Play for the tier 1 turret. Mirwin with a flash out. Does not want to be caught there with the last hit. The winner's bite as Emo and Levi jump in, but Levi might just get punished. A beautiful Glacial Fissure trying to keep the jungler alive. Levi barely surviving. A little bit more damage from the Glacial Prison. Just might kill him off, but Kiaya is already on a rampage. Frescowi is down. Levi and Elio going to be traded, though, as now it's dead bodies on both sides. 3 dead for MDK. It's about to be 4. Mirwin wants to fight back, but a little bit more damage as the spears start flying and the lions start dying. It's a triple for the Aurora, for Kiaya, for GAM.
The GAM shots are flying and they are finding their mark. MDK thought they could push in onto that mid lane turret, but GAM immediately saw their chance. The TP from Emo, the flight in from Levi, even Kiaya getting access to Frescowi in that back line. It was a wonderful setup for GAM.
Has no way out. And this is just massive for GAM, feeling so good about their spot in the game now. And you can see a little bit of relief now on the coaches' faces off that tower. Now they're looking for Supa, who has no cleanse.
All right, that was a little out of control there for GAM. They're way committing to try to find the kill on Supa. Instead, Elio now going to be punished. He'll be killed off. Elyoya's down to 100 HP, but he ain't dead yet. Easy Love trying to get back away from Frescowi. He goes in for the Fate Sealed. He goes too far. The turret shot will not be enough to kill him. A beautiful shutdown coming out from Mirwin. Easy Love's looking to grab one back. Mirwin at 100 HP. Kiaya has made his way into the fight now as Alvaro tries to lock down Easy Love. Supa's been killed by Easy Love. Just when it looked like MDK might have got something, it ends up trading even.
And hasn't that been the story this game? Every time MDK try and set up, there is a brick wall in GAM waiting for them, saying you will not go further. This is the end for you. And GAM turn over towards a dragon as just another cherry on top.
Mirwin has the Narbar. He's ready to go in. Everybody is stuck in the pit. GAM going across worlds to try to find their way into the fight now, but Elio's already almost dead. Levi jumping into the back, looking to kill Super, but he ain't gonna find enough damage here just yet. Mirwin's still taking a ton as Easy Love goes on a rampage. Now Elioya is gonna try to get away, but Levi's ready to flash over the wall to slow him down. The fear is here. Goodbye, Sejuani. Another kill for Easy Love. GAM don't lose a single man.
The best game he possibly can, but GAM just will not let up. Again, this Nocturne threat, catching out Alvaro, consistently paying off.
He's going to give it. Mirwin's not coming.
Yeah, Mirwin not there. He's just trying to get something back at the tier 2. Frescowi going in for an ulti. The turret's probably going to die before the TP even completes. They're going between worlds. Levi diving into the back. If they find Super, the game's going to be over right there. And immediately, Emo jumps in. Easy Love is dominating. 3 dead on MDK. The final fight will not even be one. GAM just run them over. The TP to guarantee the minions stay alive. Mirwin and Elioya will try as valiantly as they might to defend, but the turrets are already gone. Vietnam still has some fight left in them, and they will eliminate MDK from Worlds 2024.
And what a story here for the GAM team, qualifying for the Swiss stage, taking down MDK in a best of 3. This is massive in Levi's final Worlds.
The major region assassins always come to play. It's another head on a pike for them, and they are looking at several more as this tournament goes on.
An impressive showing from GAM to bounce back after that first game. The desk is standing by. Tell us what y'all think of that series.
It's crushing for the side. It's crushing for the side of Mad Lions Koi and Elioya after having to fight up against no one believing them for the entire year. They showed them wrong, but eventually it wasn't enough to beat the might that was Kiaya and Levi and GAM in this series. After what was a promising start and the mental went kind of back and forth, but a couple of key picks, a couple of key moves, and we've said it so many times, Kobe, but that top side of GAM is no joke.
Kiaya was magnificent. They got the Aurora. They even gave away Yone, and in the face of the stats, they took him down. Honestly, as well, we were recommending lane swapping to Mad Lions as a means of actually putting Kiaya behind, but they were so late on their teleport from Merwin on the bottom side that actually just fed 2 kills, and GAM blasted them in their own lane swap to get further ahead.
I'm stunned, but maybe I shouldn't be.
No, I mean...
Because GAM was the best team in play-ins. They made it through 4-0. Last year, they did this to the number 3 seed NA team in Team Liquid, and then this year, they just did it to Mad Lions. So I know people are going to say, like, classic Mad Lions, blah, blah, blah. But it's also like classic GAM.
Yeah.
They do this more often than they don't.
I think but at the end of the day, it was GAM, and Kiaya is our Oppo player of the series because held his own also in Game 2 and was destructive in Game 3.
Because Kiaya is really good. His Aurora is undefeated. He won with it twice in play-ins. He was an absolute force this game. In Game 2, his Kennen was pretty unstoppable. Even in their loss earlier in Swiss to Fnatic, his Jax was an absolute menace to deal with and almost carried them to victory. So Kiaya has been, as much as we want to talk about Levi as the leader for this team, Kiaya has been the closer for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, this series, it took a lot from all of the members of GAM. I was really happy to see them step up, especially Easy Love on the Callista in the mid fight. Really impressive.
Really impressive indeed, and we talked about how for GAM and their region, it is so incredibly important for them to get this win and to continue showing up, and we're heading over to the Verizon post-game interview with Levi.
Amazing. And you guys managed to change the mood and grab the victory. But Levi, I know that you still have a lot of international fans who are really happy to see you at Worlds. Do you have a message for them in English?
Thank you guys so much. And I think no matter who we play next match, we're going to play with a lot of confidence, I think.
Cannot wait to see that confidence. Thank you so much for the interview, Koa. Thank you so much for the translation, as always. That's all for us here on this side of the stage. We're going to be